It's the 100th anniversary of Miss America, and the local woman representing North Dakota is just about to leave to go to the compete for the job.
I sure am.
Joining us this morning is Miss North Dakota 2021, Raina Bergstrom. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so this is exciting. You said you're leaving.
I leave Wednesday morning, 5:30 a.m. flight out of Hector, and yep, we'll get there around 12 p.m. and it's in Connecticut this year, and that's where we had orientation a couple months ago. But yeah, it's the second time they've had it in Connecticut.
Okay, exciting.
Yeah, I'm
so
really excited.
yeah, tell us a little bit about the pageant.
Yes, so
it's
been 2 years since the previous competition. So the current Miss America's had the role for 2 years, and I think she's ready to pass it on to the next girl. So it's exciting because it's the 100-year anniversary of Miss America. So this year they're having a lot of forever Miss Americas come back to the competition.
Neat,
I'm excited to meet a lot of, the legacy that we are, upholding with this 100-year class. And so we'll be out there for about 10 days.
Okay.
And 3 nights of competitions, 2 nights of prelims, which is live streams on watchmissamerica.com, and then Peacock, NBC's streaming service, is actually having finals. So finals will be Thursday, December 16th at 7 p.m. Central Time. So I'm excited. There's been some changes that have happened within the organization the last few years, but I think it's 100 years. So to reach that milestone is a massive accomplishment, and just the legacy of all these incredible women who have come through this organization. It's been inspiring for me from the time I've been a young girl.
Sure,
so to be
watching on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And now here you are.
And now here I am. I know, it still hasn't, it doesn't hit me some days. So I think one of my goals going into the competition week is just to really take it in and to enjoy it and to make, relationships with these other girls from every single state. Because, at the end of the day, sure, I could become the best Miss America, but really it's those relationships and memories that I'm going to carry with me through the rest of my life.
I'm glad you said that. And, so what does the competition look like? What are there categories?
There absolutely are.
Okay.
So it begins with a 10-minute private interview with a panel of judges. So
Okay.
that's the very first thing I do, the first time I interact with the judges. And then talent is the biggest area of competition that really differentiates the Miss America system from any other pageant system that exists today.
And so what is your talent?
I sing opera.
You do? Oh,
yep. So I'm really
okay,
excited.
we need to have you singing too.
Oh gosh, it's like 9 in the morning.
Not today, but
just tune in and maybe I'll make finals.
Yeah.
And because that's the thing, for finals night it jumps to top 10.
Okay.
And so really, if you're in the top 10, that's when you get to do elements of competition.
Sure.
But anyway, so there's talent. That's the biggest part that really differentiates it.
Yeah.
And then there's a social impact pitch, which is new. They've integrated that just in the last couple of years. So I have 60 seconds on stage to speak about my social impact initiative.
Wow.
So basically, if I was to become Miss America, what am I going to do? What am I going to speak about? So that's 60 seconds on stage. And then, of course, on stage questions. So that's when I get to wear my pretty evening gown. So they've kept that. And I get to answer a question of the judge's choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they got rid of some of the other categories.
No more swimsuits.
Okay.
Yes, with the holidays.
That was
right
like the
now,
controversial type thing,
a little bit. I think a lot of people argued that it brought a real energy and life to the competition. But also, I think health and wellness will always be a part of my life, and so I don't need to necessarily display that while wearing a swimsuit
you don't have to do it in a swimsuit. You can do it in your beautiful gown.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you mentioned your 60-second pitch too.
Yep.
So do you want to share?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
that's too,
So I've been sharing the last 6 months from the time I was parent about the
Okay.
message. It's called the Influencer Era Impact Beyond the Screen. And it's about how do we intentionally engage with those around us beyond our devices. Because, we're all guilty, myself especially, just spending so much time on our screens and, connecting on these digital platforms. But I think it's so sad when that displaces the real thing. And so I've been sharing messages with kids especially because I've been on a school tour. And just sharing, how do we actually get off the screen? And when we're not on our screens, how are we intentional in interaction? So talking about things such as eye contact and listening skills and really those more like soft communication skills.
Right.
I studied communication in undergrad, so I just geek out over that kind of thing. But it's been a lot of fun. So to become Miss America, I guess the last month I've really been reflecting on how I would scale that and what would my plan of action be. So my 60 seconds goes really fast.
Quick, you're right.
So I have it written and I just have to practice memorizing it.
Sure. And to get that across to the judges.
Absolutely.
Too, so they understand, No, that's great. And then there is a scholarship that's awarded, and now because it's the 100th year, is it?
There's a generous donor, and they actually doubled that scholarship package. So a lot of people don't realize, but the Miss America organization is the leading provider of scholarships to women in the United States.
Really? Wow.
Miss America receives a $100,000 scholarship, which is just wild.
Yeah, and I suppose you can use that for some of your platform too.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it goes towards scholarships. So anything with academics. So it could be towards debt, could be towards, I'm pursuing a master's in journalism next year. That's my plan. So we go towards it's that.
Right.
So it could be books, it could be room and board, but it has to deal with school.
Excellent. So remind us now, how can we watch you and cheer you on?
Absolutely. So please tune in on Peacock Thursday, December 16th. That is finals. It's a 2-hour-long broadcast. And yes, just follow along on social media. I mean, I'm going to be
cheering you
as
on
much as I can. So giving the behind
and that's
the
always
scenes.
fun to see. Yes.
Yes. So my Instagram handle is Miss America ND. That is my most active social media presence.
Okay,
is
excellent.
Instagram.
And we got some of that information up there. So
Awesome.
we'll be cheering you on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raina.
Thank you.
Coming up on today's show, everyone wants great looking hair. We have the team from Hair Addiction Salon up next.